Welcome everyone. I'm Harsh Shethia, and today we are diving deep into a topic that most startups need help with: growth teams. But we're not just skimming the surface. We are going to explore how to hire a growth team can significantly drive growth to your business. But here's the kicker: we're not just talking about slapping together your sales and marketing departments. Oh, no, 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 no. We are going to explore why a true growth team is so much more than that. If you want to build a team that drives exponential growth, you'll want to stick around for the entire video because I'm going to share some actionable strategies that are killing it right now. So grab a notebook because you're going to take down the notes on this one. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos on startup, growth, and leadership. To give you a short intro about myself, my name is Harsh Shethia. I have over a decade of sales and marketing experience working with Fortune 50 companies and unicorns like Johnson& Johnson, Paytm, Bisleri. I'm currently the founder of GTM Ventures, and I help startups with their GTM and fundraising. Before we dive into the actual strategy, I'm offering free access to a complete business management and tracking software for businesses. You can access it at Bizyogi.ai, or the link will be present in the description and in the comments as well. You can sign up for the same, start using it for free, and start immediately seeing the benefit into your business. So now that we've taken care of that, let's dive in. So let's kick things off by breaking down the key difference between the growth team and the traditional sales and marketing teams that most companies already have. Sales team, their primary focus is simply on closing deals, generating revenue directly by reaching out to potential leads, converting them into paying clients. That is typically what sales do, right? And they are primarily driven by targets and quotas. But they don't generally, they focus more on the execution rather than coming up with the actual vision which is required to grow the business. Marketing teams, on the other hand, they focus more on attracting potential customers by promoting your products or services, generating more visibility, generating more eyeballs. They work on building brand awareness, they run ads, they drive leads to a sales team, right? This is more of generating the demand which the sales team would then go and fulfill. That's how the sales and marketing teams are interplayed. Now, but you must be asking, where does a growth team fit in? The growth team, they sit at the intersection of product, marketing, and data. Their main objective is to find scalable ways to grow the business, which means identifying new opportunities, whether that's in product, user experience, or even expanding into new markets. Growth teams focus on experimentation, data analysis, and optimizing user acquisition, retention, and monetization. They work across departments and leverage different skill sets to push the business to the next level. Growth isn't just about bringing people in, but making sure they stick around and spend money in the long run. So while sales and marketing teams are crucial to drive revenue, growth teams are more about long term sustainable growth through continuous innovation and improvement. Now that we know what a growth team is, let's talk about the key elements that make a growth team truly successful. First is creative problem solving. Growth teams need to be resourceful and unconventional. They are constantly testing new ways to expand the business, whether that's experimenting with a new feature in product or tapping into an unexpected market. For example, take Airbnb's growth team. In the early days, Airbnb was struggling to get more listings on their platform and acquire more users to their platform. So, what they did was they didn't just rely on traditional marketing to grow their user base. Instead, they tapped into Craigslist's massive user base by developing a tool that allowed hosts to cross post the Airbnb listings to Craigslist. This creative hack drove massive growth for Airbnb at a critical time. Second point is data driven decision making. Growth teams rely heavily on data. Every experiment they run is analyzed in detail to understand what works and what doesn't. This means hiring people who are comfortable diving into the numbers. For example, Facebook's great growth team is led by Chamat Palihipitiya, which you must know is one of the leading hedge fund owners in the US right now and one of the very successful investors out there. He, in the early days, used data to optimize user acquisition and engagement. They famously found that if new users added 7 friends within the first 10 days, they were much more likely to stay active on the platform. This insight drove one of Facebook's key growth strategies in the early days. Third, cross functional collaboration. Unlike a siloed marketing or sales team, growth team needs to collaborate across departments, from engineering to design to customer success. This is because growth touches so many aspects of the business, from improving product features to streamlining onboarding process. Fourth, adaptability to rapid change. The growth landscape can shift quickly, especially in fast moving industries like tech. A successful growth team is one that can pivot quickly, respond to changes in the market, and adapt their strategies based on new insights. For example, Spotify's growth team is constantly experimenting with new ways to optimize user retention and monetization. Whether it's offering personalized playlists or improving the onboarding process for premium users, they are always testing, learning, and adapting to what works best. So, now let's get into the actionable steps on how to hire a killer growth team. Because essentially, up until now, we've covered why and how they are important. Now, let's go about the actual hiring process. First, define the right mission. You need to be clear about what your growth team is supposed to achieve. Are they focused on increasing user acquisition, optimizing customer retention, expanding into new markets? Clarity in the mission will guide your hiring decisions. You need to identify the one true North Star metric which would define the entire focus for the entire growth team. So, getting that right is absolutely vital. Second, hire for diverse skill sets. A successful growth team is made up of diverse skill sets. You'll need engineers who can build and test new features, data scientists who can analyze results, and marketers who understand how to scale winning strategies. When hiring, look for people who bring a variety of strengths to the table. Ideally, you're looking for a T shaped professional who has a good understanding of a wide variety of skills and a basic understanding of individual level skills. That goes a very strong role in terms of hiring a very complete growth team. For example, Dropbox growth team combined engineers, designers, and data scientists to build a highly effective referral program, which drove massive user growth in the early days. Their team was able to build and test this system quickly because they had the right mix of skills. Prioritize experimentation. Growth teams thrive on constant experimentation. During the hiring process, look for people who have experience running experiments, whether that's A B testing, launching new products, or optimizing processes. You want a team that's not afraid to try new things, fail, and learn from the data. Align with the product and tech teams. Growth teams need to be closely aligned with the product and tech teams. Make sure you hire people who are comfortable working cross functionally. They'll need to collaborate with product managers, developers, and designers to create and test new growth strategies. Fifth, reward learning, not just results. This is going to be one of the most important elements out there. Growth is a long term game, and not every experiment will work. When hiring, look for people who are motivated by learning and improving, and not just by important immediate results. Most importantly, as a leader, as a founder of the company, you should ensure that you're focusing more on learning as well and not just results, because that will set the tone for the entire company. So, before we wrap up, let's highlight a few incredible growth teams that are setting the standard. Facebook. Facebook's early growth team, led by Chamat Palhipitiya, is one of the best examples of a successful growth team. They use data driven insights to develop strategies like friend suggestions and personalized engagement tactics that skyrocketed their user base. Airbnb. Airbnb's growth team was famous for creative problem solving by tapping into external platforms like Craigslist and developing viral referral programs. They built a user base from scratch and disrupted the entire industry. Third, Dropbox. Dropbox's referral program, where users could earn extra storage by inviting friends, was a masterclass in viral growth. Their growth team's blend of engineering and marketing expertise helped them to scale to millions of users quickly. To sum it all up, building a growth team isn't the same as building a sales or a marketing team. It requires a mix of creativity, data, collaboration, and adaptability. You need people who can think outside the box, work cross functionally, and embrace failure as part of the growth process. More importantly, the founding team and the leadership team should understand the importance of the growth experiments, and instead of just focusing on results, focusing on getting experiments done faster and quicker. so that you can find out the good experiments and then scale them up faster. So if you found this video useful, make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content on business and growth strategy. If you need my help on how to build and scale your own growth team and set up your GTM, let me know in the comments or drop me a DM on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Take care.